Hello students, in today's class we will learn about the deduction under section 80GG. This is the deductions relating to house rent paid, So here, uh, if you are a taxpayer and you are living in a rented house and paying a rent, then you will get a deductions from income tax. You can save your income tax by claiming deductions under section 80GG. So here there are conditions to claim a deductions. This deduction 80GG is relating to deduction for house rent paid where HRA is not received. So this deduction is available for house rent paid where the assessee or a taxpayer is not receiving HRA, means house rent allowance from the employer. If he is not receiving house rent allowance from an employer, then he can claim a reductions for the house rent paid under the section 80GG, and he can reduce his taxes or he can save his tax amount. So this deduction is available to all individual and HUF. So this deduction is available to all individual and HUF, and here the taxpayer, the deduction can be claimed if he is a self-employed, means if he is having a own business or self-employed, or he is working under employer if he is a salaried employee but not receiving HRA. He should not receive a HRA for claim deduction under section 80GG. So here taxpayer should not own any self-occupied house property. So to claim deduction under section 80GG, he should not own any house property. He should be living on rent and paying a rent for a house, but he should not own any self-occupied house property. Here he should not own means if a taxpayer is a self, then that person taxpayer should not own any self-occupied house property, and his spouse and as well as minor child should not own any self-occupied house property to claim a deduction under section 80GG. Self-occupied means his owned house property. He should not be a owner of any house property. Here the self, spouse, minor child should not own any self-occupied house property at the place of employment of a taxpayer. He should not have any owned house property, self-occupied house property to claim a deduction under section 80GG. He must be living on rent and paying a rent, and he is not owning any self-occupied house property. Then only he can claim a deduction. But here the deduction is not available for all the rent paid, for the all amount. For all whatever the rent paid, the deduction is not available for all rent paid. There are some condition to claim a deduction. So we'll see what is the condition. So here he can claim a deduction. So the amount of deduction is, first one is rent paid. So whatever the rent paid minus 10% annual rent paid minus 10% of ATA. What is the difference we have to take here? Then if he is paying a 5,000 per month rent, then up to 5,000 per month you can take 5,000 into 12. If he is paying 7,000 rent, then he can take only 5,000 per month here rent, then 25% of ATA. So here the amount whichever is less is eligible for deduction under section 80GG. So here ATI means adjusted total income. How to calculate this? Gross total income. He might have a different heads of salary income from different heads of income, 5 heads of income, like income from house property. First one is income from salaries, income from house property, income from business, income from capital gain, or income from other sources. Adding all those 5 heads of income, he will get GTA, gross total income. Then he should deduct long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain, 15%, that is for securities, exempt income, then reduction under section 80C to 80U except 80GG. 80GG is he is calculating here, except 80GG, whatever deduction is claimed then he can deduct. So the balance is known as ATA. So here 10% of ATA, we have to take 25% of ATA. So whichever is less, he can claim a deduction under section 80GG. Yes, now we'll see one of the illustration relating to the deduction under section 80GG. See the question, compute the total income of Sri Nagaraju of Mandya from the following data. So here there are some informations given. Profit and gains, business of business or profession. He is having any business and he earned a profit from it, that is 80,000 rupees. Income from house property, the house property is given for let out and it is situated at Kolkata, rupees 40,000. Income from other sources 10,000. Rent paid for office 8,000. Rent paid for residential house 40,000. So here he can claim a deduction. Here we have to find the what is the amount of deductions under 80GG, because here here they have given rent paid for residential house, means he is living on rent and paying on a rent. So for the rent paid for residential house, he can claim a deduction under section 80GG. So here he is having house property. Here he has income from house property, means he is having one house property which is situated at Kolkata, and he is receiving a rent from the let out house property. He is receiving a rent, means he is owning a house property in the Kolkata. So the condition is here, Mr. Sri Nagaraju of Mandya, he is from Mandya and he is not having any residential house property in the Mandya where he is working. The working place is in Mandya. He is not having any house property in the Mandya. But if in other places, if his minor or spouse or any other relatives having house property, then it doesn't matter. In Mandya, he should not own any house property to claim a deductions for the house rent paid for residential houses. And here they have not given about HRA received also, so he can claim a deduction for 80GG here. We'll solve the solution. Let's write the heading, computation of solution for the first illustration for the under 80GG. So this is a heading, we have to write computation of total income or taxable income. Computation of total income of Sri Nagaraju for the assessment year 2020-21. So here in this problem they have given various heads of incomes. So from this heads of income we have to find GTA. From that GTA he can claim a deductions under section 80GG. Now draw the columns, that is particulars, and 2M1 column, that is one for GTA and other one for deductions. Here 80G deduction is not given, so 2M1 column is enough. Firstly, he has to find the GTA. What is the GTA? Gross total income. He is having different heads of income. That is section 15. In the section 15, we have to check whether income from salary is given. Income from salary, whether he is receiving any salary. So he is not receiving any salary here. So he is a self-employed. He is not a salaried employee. No salary receiving. Section 22 is relating to house property. Income from house property. So if he is having any house property in other places, then we can get a income here under income from house property. So there is a income from house property he is receiving, that is 40,000. Then third, section 28 is relating to business income or professional income. So he is self-employed, so he is owned by business or profession. So profit he receive is 80,000, that is the income from business or profession. Next one, section 45, capital gain, whether he is having short term capital gain or long term capital gain. So in this problem there is no capital gain is given. Next section 56, income from other source. So he is having income under income from other source, that is 10,000 rupees. He is having 10,000 rupees income from other source, 10,000. So totally his GTA is that is 1,30,000 rupees. His GTA 1,30,000 is a gross total income. His gross total income. So on this income he has to pay, usually the taxpayer has to pay income tax if he is not having any deduction. So if he is claiming any deduction, then he has invested or he has taken a rent house on a rent, living on rent, then he will get a deductions under section 80. So we have to deduct deductions under section 80. So here he is not having any other deduction. In this problem they have not given any other deductions, but he is paying a rent paid house property, residential house is relating to 80 GG. So under 80 GG, this is for the deductions for the rent paid. So 80 GG is relating to the deductions for the rent paid for residential house. So if he is taken living on rent and paying a rent, then he can claim a deduction under the 80 GG. So but there are conditions to claim a deduction under section 80 GG. What are the conditions? Now write the conditions to claim a deductions here. Conditions, under that first condition, as per format I have given, that is rent paid minus 10% of ATI. Rent paid minus rent paid minus 10% of ATI. So rent paid, given in the question how much rent paid for residential house, that is 40,000 rupee. 40,000 rupee is the rent paid. So take 40,000 rupee rent paid minus 10% of ATA. So for that we have to compute ATA. ATA equal to here, ATA equal to GTI minus long-term capital gain if any, short-term capital gain at 15% if any, minus deductions under section from 80C to 80U. Except 80G we have to deduct. So here in this question they have not given about capital gain. There is no capital gain here. In this problem there is no capital gain and there is no other deductions to claim other than 80GG. There is no other deduction. So no deduction. So ATA is nothing but GTA. So here GTA how much? 1,30,000 minus there is no other information, nil. So how much ATA equal to 1,30,000. So on this 1,30,000 we have to take 10%. That is 13,000. We have to deduct 13,000 here. 10% of ATA means 13,000. So how much answer? That is 40,000 minus 13,000 is equal to 27,000. First one is a 27,000. Next second one condition is 5,000 rupee per month. 5,000 rupee per month means 5,000 into 12, that is rupees 60,000. Next third condition is 25% of ATI. So ATI here how much? 1,30,000. 1,30,000 into 25%. What is the answer? 1,30,000 into 25% is equal to 32,500. So we have to, here he can claim deduction whichever is less. So that is 27,000 amount he can claim deduction from GTA, not a 5,000 fixed amount. Actually he paid the rent to 27,000 after applying the condition, right? Whichever is less we have to take here. So on 27,000 amount he can claim deduction. Actually he paid a rent of rupees 40,000. Annually he paid a rent 40,000, but for 27,000 rupee he can claim a deductions. Why 27 on 27,000? Because his GT is more. He is having other incomes. So only for the 27,000 amount he can claim a deduction. So 27,000 we have to deduct here. So from GTI 1,30,000, if you deduct 27,000, what is the answer? 1,03,000 rupee. So this is a total income or taxable income. So since he is living on a rent and paying a rent, his GTI is 1,30,000. So now he got a tax reduction or tax saving because he is living on rent. He can pay tax on 1,03,000 amount, not on 1,30,000, because he is living on rent, and he is eligible to claim a deduction under section 80 GG. And one more point here, rent paid for office. So rent paid for office is irrelevant here. Rent paid for office is not relating to here. Rent paid for office is irrelevant while calculating ETGG deductions. Okay, while calculating ETGG deductions. So here important is only rent paid for residential house. The deduction is eligible only for the house rent paid, not for the office rent paid. Clear?